All right, we're recording. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's go. All right, we're in business. All right,
Yes, sir.
let's start this thing. All right, we have Xavier Amos joining the show. And just to give everyone a little backstory, this is the third attempt of getting this interview started. Most people, after it was all technical difficulties, most people in Xavier's shoes would have been like, hey, forget this random interviewer. I'm not coming on the show because this is just too much work. But he worked with me. We worked with Ariel from
Yeah.
StreamYard and we got the problem resolved. And Xavier is here. So solid guy, great first impression. So people follow
Thank
him on all his socials. Solid guy. But Xavier, thank you for working with me. And how are you
you.
doing today?
I'm great. Moving yesterday was amazing. Very easy. Yeah, I was with my parents all day. They all love it. My family loves it. I love it. So I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, so I mean, you've only been there for what, 24 hours? Have you done anything fun? Been to any restaurants so far?
I went to a Mexican restaurant yesterday. I don't remember the name of it, but it was very good. I know it was in downtown Madison. I was in the gym earlier this morning. And that's really it. I've been shopping, getting stuff from my apartment and things like that. So yeah, just
Awesome.
enjoying.
Have you oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, have you been able to talk to some of your teammates so far, and
Mhm.
what are your first impressions of them?
Yes, I talked to both Cams, Cameron Hunter, who just incoming transfer. Actually saw him in the elevator like right when I was moving in, and then I
Okay.
saw the other Cam that's been here, and he had injured his ankle, so I saw him. I saw him downtown when I was with my mother yesterday, the same day I moved in. So yeah, great to meet those guys.
Yeah, it kind of with the portal guys, including yourself, that guards added. It all seems like every single one of you has a chip on your shoulder and something to prove. Whether Tanjay was out last year, Hunter was out last year, and you you were out your freshman year. I believe you had a little injury this past year, but you're making a big jump from Northern Illinois to Wisconsin. Do you feel like you have a lot to prove?
More to prove to myself that like I can hang at the Big Ten level. It's much different from where I come from, and I've worked hard this summer and continue to work hard through the rest of the summer, and I just want to show that I can prove that I can play at this level.
I know. I like that mindset. I think that's the right mindset to have. Prove it to yourself rather than the outside forces who aren't really a true factor in the picture. But yeah. My next question for you is: obviously, you had your fair share of schools after you in the portal. What was it about Wisconsin that won you over?
The persistence, when Coach Sharif called me the first time, he was very enthusiastic, and that's what they always say about Coach Sharif. He's very enthusiastic, always smiling. So that kind of brought my attention, and then they wanted me to come on a visit, as soon as possible, and we got the visit as soon as possible. And then when I got there, meeting Coach Gard and all the rest of the coaches and seeing Madison and the facilities, it just felt right, and it felt like home, and it felt like I was going to get better here as a person and as a player.
Sure. And from afar, Greg Gard seems like a pretty honest guy to me, where he's not going to oversell or overpromise to land a player. Did you pick up on that at all? Am I correct in saying that? And does that make Wisconsin more enticing to you, that he's not giving you outlandish promises?
Yeah, I feel like he wasn't telling me all these things like you're gonna do this and do that. He just was very excited to start working with me, getting me better as a player, and that kind of is different than what I was used to. With other coaches in the port and other programs, because they try to pour on a lot of stuff with you, try to bring you in. But he's more honest, and it was easier to talk to him, have a good conversation.
Sure. And obviously, there was a big need for you for Wisconsin. Obviously, Tyler Wall left. And, ideally, Wisconsin was going to find a stretch four-man, to complement Stephen Kraut. And they obviously found that with you. So there clearly was a need for you. Was the fact that there was that need for a player of your caliber and your skill set, that obvious need for you, that make Wisconsin more enticing?
Yes, sir. Because I found that I could, I have a spot here, I have a place here where I can, be effective where, I'm needed. So that, not just, just as a stretch, but, the other parts of my game that I could, bring to the table, defensively, attacking the basket, my athleticism, and other things like that. And I could feel I could be a very good factor for, Wisconsin this year.
Sure. And you only played in 7 games your freshman season, averaged 3 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, and then had a breakout sophomore year going 57% from the field from two, 38%, 38.5% from three, nearly 14 points per game, 6 rebounds, and over a block per game. Talk about the work you put in from your freshman to sophomore season to make that big jump. Granted, you only played in 7 games, but talk about that work.
So I think my whole freshman year I was basically injured. Even when I was playing, I had sprained my ankle prior to like the first game of the season, so I was playing injured. And then as I kept playing, it was getting worse and worse. So I was eventually was like, let me get better, for the next year. So that whole time from December till we started in the summer, I was doing a whole bunch of treatment, getting my body right, getting my ankles stronger, my legs stronger, core stronger, so I can have prevent injuries. But
Sure.
it was hard, but I had to do what I had to do to be able to stay healthy because that's what's most important.
Yeah, and obviously you had a great season. Showed a lot of flashes of a lot of potential. But what in your game in particular are you looking to build upon this summer to ensure a smooth transition to Madison next year?
I've been working a lot on my guard skills, being more of a point forward type of player because I know, I can shoot, I'm athletic. I use my athleticism, so I want to improve on my guard skills, being able to create more off the dribble, pass off the dribble, things like that. Also defensively, being able to really, be able to guard 1 through 4 and sometimes 5, and that's very important, for versatility wise, switching on screens or you in transition, you're picking up a guard, and I want to be able to effectively guard a smaller guard or a bigger person, a bigger center.
Sure. And it looks like you were listed at 6'8", 210, 215 last year. Are you looking to add some more weight? It looks like you have a frame that can build on even more. Are you looking to add some weight heading into this upcoming season?
I've actually grown a little bit. I think I'm almost
Oh,
six
let's
nine,
go.
almost, and then I've actually gained. So I was playing between 207, 210 last year. I'm actually like 220 right now. I gained like 10, 12, 13-ish pounds. So yeah, I've been working out a lot. Every day or just about 4 times a week. Before prior to coming here, and just been in the gym. So gaining that weight. Eating more and all that stuff. So I'm about 217, 220, right now. And I'm
Let's
trying to
go.
maintain.
No, that's that.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, sorry. For the viewers, there can be a little bit of a lag every now and then, but no, that's music to my ears because that means you're a late bloomer, obviously, and that means to me that you've barely even scratched the surface of your potential. If you're still growing, or you're still gaining weight relatively easily, so that's very exciting to hear. I think that makes me think that you could be a true dark horse to just kind of come out of nowhere and pop off next year. So very exciting for Badger fans to hear. But yeah. I've seen your game. I've seen your highlights. You can play both the 3 and the 4. And as we're talking about your late bloomer, you're still developing into that final form as a player. Once you reach your full potential down the road, are you looking to be more of a 3 or 4 man?
I'm looking to be more of a three because I don't think I'm a real 4 man, power forward ish. I don't think I'm really a forward, but I think I can improve. Like I said, my guard skills are more to become more of a three. So I think I'm an in betweener, as of right now. But my goal is to be more be a 3 man right now because I think I have the
Sure.
the physique and the body type of a three. It's just I'm not really a power forward, but that's just the position I play, right now. But I'm
Yeah.
working on.
Well, I don't know. 6'9", 220. Yeah, it sounds like you're
I'm
it's
getting
pretty solid there. So you're getting there. But
it.
yeah, so and is there anything in your game that you think will surprise people this upcoming season?
I think I've been working a lot on everything and really my guard skills I've worked on a lot and my defense and I've improved, tremendously over the past, month or two. Um, My shot is looking better than ever right now. I was in the gym. I was like, oh my god, like Jesus. But yeah, I'm just excited because I know I just feel like I really put in the work, at this time, and I feel like it's just really going to show. And especially, getting with my teammates this summer. Coaches, learning, from the coaches and my teammates, the older guys, even younger guys, all of that. I just can't wait to, for us to show what we can do this coming year.
Yeah, and I read an article, I believe it was on The Athletic, that you said your goal obviously is to play in the NBA eventually. Why was Madison the right school for you to further pursue that dream?
I just think it was, the right next step that I needed to take. I feel like Coach Gard and the coaching staff and the Wisconsin program can help me, get to my goal, which is reach the NBA. And I feel like I have a spot here where I can be effective, and offensively, defensively, I can make an impact, to help me reach my goals.
All right, awesome. And is there anybody talking about the NBA? Is there any player comparisons you have to your game?
I don't like to compare myself to anybody, but I do watch a lot of Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, KD. Those are who I try to watch and take stuff from and work on because they're kind of like that six. Well, PG's like 6'9", but they're all kind of like bigger guards, like the small forward
Yeah,
is, but they have guard skills. They go on the post, take off the dribble. They can shoot all of that, play defense. So that's what I try to model my game after.
sure. Versatility. No, love to hear it. Love to hear it. So, yeah, those are all the questions I got for you. Got a rapid fire round, so I'll give you a plethora of questions. Just answer in a timely fashion. All right. All right. First question: who is the best player in the world right now?
Nikola Jokic,
All right. MJ or LeBron?
MJ.
Um, well, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson just got rescheduled for November 15th. Who do you think's going to win that fight?
Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Hopefully he stays healthy. He can actually fight. But Mike Tyson,
There we go. Toughest player you've ever had to guard.
I can't even tell you right now. Maybe Monty Bates.
Good deal. Dogs or cats?
Dogs. I actually have both, but dogs.
Favorite food?
Sweet potatoes and tacos.
Okay. Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Favorite movie?
Avengers: Infinity War.
Okay. Favorite sport outside of basketball?
Probably football.
All right. As an Avengers guy, do you have any favorite Thanos quotes or moments?
When he said in Avengers Endgame, when Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor was approaching, he was like, "What he say?" Uh, Dang, he said something about no matter where you are, something with destiny. I forgot what he
Yeah,
said.
like, well, wasn't it? It was like your failures led you back to me. Is that
Yeah,
the one you're talking about?
that one. I can't
Or
remember exactly what he
something
said,
along
but
those
that's the one.
lines.
Yeah, I love that's my
Sure.
favorite line. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Or when he
no.
says "Destiny still arrives" or something like that. Like he had a lot of good
Yeah,
quotes.
no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. He was a great villain. I love my favorite, the area I thought you were going. I love when Iron Man punches him in the face and then he's like, "All that for a drop of blood." I don't know.
That was
That's
a
just
good
a
one too.
badass
He's had
moment.
so many good
Yeah,
quotes. It's hard to choose. Yeah, that was a
yeah,
good one.
yeah. No, that's a great favorite movie to pick. Favorite
Oh,
musical artist.
right now is Gunna. All time. Well, Gunna and I like Michael Jackson. He's the GOAT.
All right. Favorite type of workout.
Basketball workout. Training.
All right. Least favorite type of workout.
Believe it or not, lifting.
Okay.
Actually, I
It's,
don't like lifting, but I do it because I got to.
Sure. No, I get that. All right. Your favorite moment or game so far from your college career?
My favorite game was actually a scrimmage from before the first game of the season. Before we played Marquette, we had scrimmage Drake. Back in my sophomore year, this past year, we scrimmaged Drake, and I had 29-9. We lost by one, and we were down 2 players. I had
Oh
29 and
wow.
9. I was like 7 for 7 from three, like 9 for 9 from the field, 9 for 10 from the field, something crazy like that. That was my
Yeah, and
favorite.
Drake was a really good team this last year
Right.
too, so
Yeah.
that's really impressive. And then Celtics Mavericks. Who are you taking there?
Celtics.
Okay, and then my last question I'll leave you with is give me the three best players in order in the NBA Finals right now.
In order.
Yeah, 1 to 3.
Ooh. I got to go Luca. Dang, this is where it's tough. 'Cause I got to.
Yeah, Jason Kidd said that he's playing a little mind game. Said that
I
Brown was the
know.
best player.
I still,
So
I'm still gonna go Luca, Tatum, and then Kyrie. James Brown is,
okay,
James Brown, Jalen Brown is interchangeable between
sure.
Kyrie and between him and Kyrie.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Xavier Amos. Once again, thank you, Xavier, for working with me to make this interview happen. I sincerely appreciate it. And best of luck along the way. I'm looking forward to staying connected along the way.
Thank you for having me.